Khamzat Chimaev versus Paulo Costa. Who wins? But before I give you my opinion on who wins, let's talk about Khamzat Chimaev. What has he done? Well, there's two fights that stick out to me in particular. His first fight was against Lee. And this fight, it's just so crazy to me that another man could grab another man in the cage, pick him up, go over to the boss, and talk to the boss, and at the same time, choke the other man out. That was a very good performance by Khamzat Chimaev, in my opinion. And the second fight that sticks out to me, and I feel like this fight is very important whenever we want to see Paulo Costa versus Khamzat Chimaev and trying to determine who wins. I feel like we need to look at this fight. Because when Khamzat Chimaev fought against Gilbert Burns, it was Khamzat Chimaev's hardest fight. He was toe-to-toe. There wasn't that much times when they were on the ground. And when they were on the ground, Gilbert Burns was kind of making them look goofy.
Gilbert off his back. Good hammer fist from Gilbert off his back. And punches him up.
He was making Khamzat Chimaev look like a bitch. And it's mostly the other way around. It's mostly Khamzat Chimaev making all these great fighters look like amateurs. So it was really crazy how Gilbert Burns brought the fight to Chimaev. He didn't want to go on the ground. He was like, we're going to stand here and we're going to go toe-to-toe. In Khamzat Chimaev's fight, most of his fights don't go past the first round or even the second round. And this fight did. So it's just crazy to me that, Khamzat Chimaev was still able to get the win. I feel like Gilbert Burns definitely got robbed in this fight. If anything, if we want to be equal and we don't want to be biased, I think it was a draw. If anything, after a draw, I think we'll have to go to Gilbert Burns. And now another good opinion is Joe Rogan's opinion.
I mean, you want to talk about like levels above when someone can carry you over to the boss and then fuck you up. Talking shit. I kill everyone. Yeah. I kill everyone. But you're not going to do that to Paulo Costa. That's my point.
Right.
Like you're talking about a totally different size human being.
I get it. Yeah.
I think Joe Rogan said it best. Khamzat Chimaev wanting to fight Paulo Costa is a whole different thing. It's like Kobe Covington fighting Alex Pereira. There's just a whole different type of person in there. It's not the same. So Khamzat Chimaev making Lee, look like an amateur and picking him up. Like Joe Rogan said, you can't do that against Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is a big guy. It's not Khamzat Chimaev bullying these little guys. It's big guy versus a big guy. And at the same time, Paulo Costa, he's experienced. He has a lot of fights. He fought Israel Adesanya. So by Khamzat Chimaev, wanting to fight Paulo Costa, the chances for Khamzat Chimaev beating Paulo Costa, they don't look too good. If anything, I feel like everybody's going to favor Paulo Costa only because they know that Gilbert Burns put up a good fight against Khamzat Chimaev, somebody who was smaller than Khamzat Chimaev. So you can only imagine somebody like a beast like Paulo Costa, what they would do to Khamzat Chimaev. So in my opinion, I easily got Paulo Costa beating Khamzat Chimaev, no problem.
The only way I see Khamzat winning this fight is on the ground because obviously Costa has a lot of experience with strikers like Izzy. Even though he lost, I'm pretty sure he learned a lot from that fight. So again, if Khamzat wants a chance, he's going to have to take it to the ground. His ground control has to be there. If not, I don't see him winning. And again, he's gaining 10 pounds to go into this fight. I think that's too much of a difference for him to make anything big happen. I don't even think Gilbert Burns has a chance with Costa, and I think Burns beat Khamzat. So again, I think Khamzat is way over his head. I know he wants to have a big fight against Costa, but I don't think he has a chance just based off his mass and the experience that he has against strikers and for that much experience that Costa has in that weight class.